Hello and namaste. It's Jewel from Goddess Creative again here. I'm just out here. I'm sorry if the sound is not that great, and it is a wee bit windy today, but I'm out here in a little quiet spot, just trying to get a bit of quiet so I can do this recording for you and give you a little update. Okay, what a crazy time in the market has been, hasn't it? And I really don't believe it's not over yet. For the moment, it's over. So we're checking in today. I get that at the moment, around this 40,000 mark, I get us going back up the next week. I get us going back, heading towards 50,000. That's what I get when I check today. Look, I could be wrong. This is not financial advice. I'm just giving you what I'm getting. I think I've always erred to be in the more optimistic side. I realise that, and it could be wishful thinking. I understand that as well. I don't read charts, so I can't tell you what's happening in the charts. But from talking to Spirit, that's what I can tell you. But when you get Spirit's information, understand it's not black and white and it's not set in stone. It's like piecing together a puzzle. That's what it's like when you get information from Spirit. It's like a jigsaw. It's really like piecing together a puzzle. And so even my altcoin prices, I still get we're in a bull market and we're going up, but those altcoin prices have now been affected. Of course they have. It's inevitable. They're still all tied to Bitcoin, so they've all been dragged down. So so at the moment, what I get right now, and touch wood and fingers crossed, I'm hoping it's not wishful thinking, but I don't think it is. Like, I keep checking and checking. I get us going back. I get us going back towards that 50,000. I really do. I definitely get us back around the mid-40 range. So that's what I'm getting coming up for May, right? The rest of May. It's a different story for June. I get us having another major pullback. I get us probably around mid-May having a massive drop again. That's just what I get. I don't want to really give price around that because me trying to predict Bitcoin has been so dicey. I find it so manipulated, so hard to try and get accuracy around. But I do want to say I get it in the mid-30s for June for Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm just going to say that. Look, it's not financial advice. I had asked ages ago, and I didn't listen to Spirit, and I was told to trade out of 50% of my Bitcoin before my move, and I didn't do that. I didn't listen because I was too busy moving. And if you understand what's going on with me right now, if you follow my work, you know I'm in transition at the moment. I'm not in my own home. I'm staying at a friend's. It's hard to get privacy. But before my move, I got told when we were up around that 55 mark, 54, I got told to trade out 50% of my Bitcoin. I didn't listen. I got told in June, this was going back 2 weeks ago, I got told in June I'd get a buy back in price. I still think we're going to get that now. After what I've looked at today, I get a buy back in opportunity for June, probably mid-June. Okay, so that's just a heads up. That's what I'm getting. I don't get an opportunity to look at other psychics' work very often, but I did have a little look, and apparently they're getting lower than that. So that's a heads up there. I'm not saying who, but some are getting lower than that. Mid-30s is what I'm getting. So so I wanted to say that. And I do want to say, as I said, it's like nothing is black and white. Everything is moving and changing, and it moves and changes with the collective consciousness of the market. And when people get frightened and scared in the market because one man manipulates the market, and he manipulates it for all these elite friends to get in, has a whole market spooked. But not only that, collective consciousness, it just radiates across the collective, and the energy changes, and this affects the market. I'd like to say the altcoins are still, are pulling away from being tied from Bitcoin, but not yet. I think after June it'll make a difference. They'll be less tied in with Bitcoin after June. Would be so nice to see. That's the feeling. I don't think they'll be completely decoupled, but they'll pull away more. We're over this manipulation, it's ridiculous, but yeah, so that's what I'm getting there. So the altcoins just need to get through June, and I'm not really a Bitcoin expert by no means. I'm the last person you should be watching for Get Bitcoin, but I love my altcoins. I love my altcoins. I'm far more invested in altcoins. Altcoins are my domain, and every time Bitcoin has this pullback at the moment, my altcoins are being affected. So just understand that alts need to get through June, okay? We need to get into third quarter for altcoins to have that greater gains that I am predicting, okay? Yes, and I have been looking at some of the alts that are in the reports, and some of them now have been greatly affected, the prices. Not hugely affected where they're not going to hit their prices. Their prices have been now, because of this particular drop and the next drop coming in June. And people might be saying to me, Jewel, why didn't you predict this drop? Because I don't look for the negative. I'm always I am a glass full type of person. So referring to not half full, but full, looking for the higher vibration. If I'm constantly looking for the drop or something like that, I'll find it for sure, but how far down the rabbit hole will I go? Because some people are quite far down the rabbit hole with finding a drop. So it's just such a fine line, and it's a fine learning mechanism, right, of honing in and piecing in the jigsaw puzzle, because that's what it is. Spirit just doesn't. It would be really easy and be like winning lotto if Spirit gave you it all in black and white, but they don't, all anchored into a timeline. They just don't know how it works. Okay, so this is why I'm learning, and I'm piecing it all together, piecing the jigsaw puzzle together. And just like many psychics are, but it's like we all get pieces of the puzzle. I aim to be more optimistic. I must keep my vibration high, otherwise it's really affected the energy. It really affects my energy. It has been very difficult for me recently because I'm so unsettled and on transient situation in my life right now. My own property doesn't settle until early June, so I won't feel settled until early June. But I'm still get prices, but just it's harder for me to get the prices when my own energy is a bit more scattered and affected by this whole market. Why is it affected? Because I've got to cash out of some of my crypto to pay for this apartment, so that's why. So it has me maybe wishful thinking more than I should be, maybe willing the positive, because I'm a big believer in manifestation. But I still get really positive prices for altcoins. I would like to say that. So if you have my reports, understand that the prices will be in the private area for those that are in the platinum, If you're not in platinum, don't worry, but please wait until June to request a update on one of the reports, right? So I'm currently working, not daily, but definitely weekly, I'm working on different altcoins within my platinum members area, and so I'm getting updates. Don't worry until mid-June, okay? We need this next drop to happen, all right? So I would suggest if you're not in platinum and you want to update to the reports, understand all prices will still get hit. They'll just be pushed along on the timeline because of what's happening, of the manipulation of the market, and Bitcoin's still coupled in to our alts. But never fear. It should be a long-term game you're playing. You're going to get far better having your investment in altcoins than what you're going to have your investment in the bank or any banking products. Okay, so understand that. Or even precious metals for the moment. Okay, so yeah. So don't worry, the bottom is not going to fall out of the altcoin market just yet. We're still going up. I get a really beautiful third quarter for us. We just need to get over June at this stage, right? We've just had this one. I think we've got another one coming. So we need to get over this. And the altcoins are still tied in. Some of them are decoupling. They're not completely decoupled. It's still affected by manipulation of Bitcoin. Okay, so wait to request an update if you'd like an update to your reports. Wait until mid-June or just after that, and then you'll get a better read for third quarter of what the prices will be in third quarter. But don't fear. We are sitting in this market waiting for get over these bumps. That's what we're doing right now. You shouldn't really be a trader, not unless you really know your stuff well, right? You're good at it. I'm not. Okay, I have to trade out because I have to. Okay, so yeah, so I wanted to say that. Yeah, I'm just looking. I looked at XLM. I do get we're on track. We maybe not get the highest price that I predicted for fourth quarter, but we still get really good prices. Same with Wazirx, really good prices. Same with VeChain, good prices. Still on track for the 2022 target I get for VeChain. Polygon Matic, still great prices. Most of them, they're all on target, right? They just, I looked at Loopring today. I looked at Litecoin today. Litecoin is still on track for fourth quarter for the price in my crypto report, okay? So it's still on track, which is amazing, okay? Because it's yet to really realize it. Some have started to realize it pre this and then affected by the pullback and all that. Some have yet to run a lot greater yet. So I'm looking at the prices. I'm trying to keep check on them. This is really relevant what I'll cash out of that I feel I want to keep holding the ones. I won't be cashing out of the ones that'll offer the most growth for third quarter and going into fourth quarter. I won't be cashing out of those ones because I can always get back into some other ones that I was in before. So that's what I'm kind of doing. Okay, I didn't want this to be long or drawn out. I just wanted to give you a quick heads up. This is a beautiful sunny day. I hope the wind is not too loud. But yeah, I'll touch base next week. Okay, wishing you all love and light. Namaste, blessings always.